Welcome back, everyone. This is the VG Pierce, and I'll be coming at you with the 2018 Blood Bowl 2 World Cup. And we are going to see the first round action as we roll on, and we're going to see more great players take on some great coaches here. And we're going to see Choboran, the Skaven team, taking on Mr. Light's Dwarven team. So hold on to your hats. We're in for yet another good one tonight. Of course, in my preliminary prediction, I did say I like Mr. Light to win this one. Such a strong and solid coach, and he's going to be playing one of his favorite races. The Dwarven team does quite well with the Bash teams, and he's going to love what he sees here. His first round matchup, a Skaven team with, what, just 3 gutter runners? OMG. Wow. Choboran, claws and teeth. The Skaven team taking on Mr. Light's Blood Bowl Quebec crew, and look at that, looks like it's going to be raining for today's match, and that might actually favor the Rats because we don't want to get, well, actually not the Rats, it'll actually favor the Dwarven team because now it's raining, ball's going to be slippery, minus 1 modifier to all catch, intercept, and pickup rolls, so that's going to make things just a little bit more difficult here for the Skaven team. Looks like those Skavens gonna opt to kick off. Maybe just watch as the runners try to get the ball pickup, and then the sure hand's gonna fail him. This is gonna be a 4+ on the pickup with sure hands. But now, yes, let's go ahead and take a look at the skills there. As you can see there, gonna have the Blodge Gunner Runner, the Storm Vermin with the tackle, and the other Storm Vermin with the Mighty Blow. And of course, more Blodge for the 4 skills coming up there. And 4 skills there for Mr. Light is going to have the 2 Blitzers with the guard, and then 2 Longbeards with the guard ability. And of course, we'll have 2 runners on the pitch, and even the 1 Troll Slayer to help with the bashes. And this is going to be a good time here for this Dwarven team, and if they lose this game, I'll be quite shocked and amazed. But as we have pointed it out before multiple times, it is going to be... You just never know. Nuffle can show up to the party and absolutely wreck the day. Alright, there's the cook-off and extra re-rolls for both, and that would be helpful for Mr. Light in case some of this pickup rolls go awry, but I guess Sure Hands won't have the re-roll there, so maybe avoid some of these 2-die blockage going wrong, but quite honestly, the Dwarves should get 2-die blocks pretty much anywhere he sees, and heck, even if he has to rely on even a 1-die block, he'll be okay with what he sees there, because the Rats, nobody really would wrestle or block except for those gutter runners, but with tackle on the Longbeards, you better believe they will likely get the blitz off if they can against those gutter runners. Once again, as you can see on the pitch, he's actually going to be benching one of the gutter runners, so it's just going to have 2 gutter runners on the pitch there for the defensive side of the ball. I really hate this, but he's not playing with all of his gutter runners. But nonetheless, he's going to sit them out, and I guess I can't blame him because this one's without the skill. But where is the 4th gutter runner? Where? At least show me the Roja. Where is the Rat Ogre? Oh. My picks are going quite bad, Zurin. I think I'm 2 for 2. But that's okay, though. That's why we play Blood Bowl. Pound those rats. Pound those rats indeed. Now the Skaven team walking around the sideline. Just wants to get the screen up here. And... I know, I wanted to go Skaven. If I was in the World Cup, I would have went Skaven, but I would have chosen 4 gutter runners, 2 storm vermin, and the 3 rerolls here with the extra line rat to come in. And that would have been my lineup with the A-tail. I mean, that would have been easily attained there, and then my skills would have been a Raj gutter runner, and then a Blodge gutter runner, and then of course the tackle storm vermin just in case, right? And then after that, something else for the gutter runner. I don't know, maybe even Sure Hands just to protect against the War Dancers. That might have been what I was gonna do. No, actually, no, I was going to get the thrower. So I was going to get the thrower for that. And so I was going to put the block on the thrower. Just to protect against the War Dancers just a little bit better. Alright, now the dwarves. Mr. Lights. So strong, he can definitely do some damage. I guess luckily for the Skaven team, doesn't have to worry about Mighty Blow everywhere he sees as of yet for the Dwarven team. But boy, I have to say, if Mr. Light will definitely love what he sees here today. Facing off against a Skaven that, even though he's named himself Claws and Teeth, doesn't really have too much claws and teeth to really worry about. Sure, maybe the Storm Vermin with Mighty Blow, I guess that's the biggest worry there, but I mean, not such a big deal. There's the Blitz coming along the left side, open things up here. Maybe even just touch that runner here on the back side, and that's precisely what he's going to do now that the Longbeard is down. And so here we go. Line Rat will get the mark here on the ball. Like, nice and easy. We'll at least force the blitz here on that Line Rat and maybe stifle up this Dwarven team. The Skaven team's going to have to play a little bit more inventive here with the style, with the 3 gutter runners. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it is a bit of a crazy combination. Oh yeah, and you have to remember too, sure it's Resurrection, and sure you're going to get skills throughout the match, but you don't get money, so you can't buy a 4th gutter runner. So I'm not exactly sure what the thought is here. I'm just not exactly sure what the thought is right here, but he does have an extra line back. It's not such a tremendous deal, I guess. There's the blitz, there's the block, nice hit here. Gonna get the line wrapped down. Yes, he will get that man marking out the way. I should say that. Should be able to get this cage right back up, I think. Getting a little bit touched up here. Be a bit uncomfortable now for this Dwarf team. It's gonna be an easy cage though. We'll get the KO and that'll help things out a little bit. And gonna walk over here to the right side, quite possibly the only real safe place to go, quote unquote. And we'll get at least the guys here. Trollslayer should be able to get the frenzy away, but both down die. I guess that's gonna be good enough, but now he's actually gonna be in range of a blitz, and that is horrendous. Just needs to get this guard blitzer out of there and should at least have a 1-die block here on the runner with no skills, no block or anything. So that's going to be a bit terrible, but the blitz coming out from the blitzer. Yes, nice little hit there, and not going to do the blitz there after all. So wanting to get down this Longbeard, and he does finally. Gutter runner dodging around this right side. Going to help out the left side after dodging around. I have to say, this confusing play by Choboran is confusing me a little bit. And I guess the nice thing here is that if you play confusing against a coach that plays solidly, then you might actually be able to win it. Confuse the coach into what he's doing. Oh, you think the game sound needs to be a little bit lowered? No problem. How about that? That's a little bit better, Elpmean. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Nice little both down die, and that's not good enough to take down that Storm Vermin, the pesky Storm Vermin with that huge tackle ability. That's not going to be very useful for today's match, but he will get down that one there to get the armor breaks, and that is nice. So far, so good though. Skaven team going to have one guy KO'd after about 4 rounds, and that is beautiful. Skaven. I did spoil the secret behind not stacking those skills though. Well, it's going to be one of those things in which in which at least the Skaven coach like me, he splits his tackle and Mighty Blow, right? He did spoil the secret. Yeah, I know, but you know, it's just, you might want to just at least be able to get a little bit more versatile down the line, right? might just be able to. Yeah, you want to see your next opponents before you commit any players in a certain way. Skaven team playing a little bit oddly and actually behind the ball, but will be blitzing down a Armor 8 Troll Slayer, one of those things in which they kind of teach you to do against the Dwarven team. Concentrate on the Armor 8 players, and there you go, that's one of them right there. Will get the stun off as well, and might open things up just a little bit up here for this Dwarven team, but not too much further after that blitz. But thankfully with the Mighty Blow didn't really activate too much, but did at least get the stun. There's going to be yet another foul here coming up, and trying like crazy to get down some of this Armor 9 Dwarves, and yes, he's going to be able to get yet another armor break. We'll just get a stun there, but as we have pointed out before, Dwarves getting stunned up and even just falling on the ground, that is great because of their just lack of movement allowance. Just 4. They get up, move one space, and that's about it. You're rarely going to do any GFIs whatsoever, but the middle of the pitch is wide open to be moved down because of the way that the Skaven team's attacking this Dwarf team. So runners not going to waste any time, and of course Dwarves usually has a tough time moving down the pitch, is going to have an easier time now to actually move this ball up, so not going to miss his chance there. Moving up the right side, we'll get the cage up and get the blitz off to boot. And there's nice defender stumbles here with the hits. Get the armor break as well, but no big injuries yet. Just going to be more stuns on these rats. Rats are Armor 7 holding up strong to the onslaught of this Dwarven team. Rats have absolutely been playing quite aggressively, facing up this Dwarf team, getting the bashes off here and there, but really not getting too paid off there for the Dwarf there, trying to just dodge away here, just trying to reposition himself a little bit better. Doesn't want to get surfed out, and gonna miss the dodge there. Of course he will, but actually used the reroll there, but had so many rerolls there, might as well have just used it here. And Mr. Light will be okay for it. Skaven team, I'm not sure about this defense right there, but it's going to be one of those things where the Skaven defense maybe thinks that they can't really hold back the Dwarves if they play them pound for pound, but something's to be said about putting up screens against cages to stifle this Dwarven team from doing anything. And with the injuries coming out the way they are absolutely being able to hold their own for the time being, going pretty much pound for pound. There's going to be the hit, just going to be a push there. No need to re-roll safe dice. And that's just going to step in there. After the push, gutter runner moving up. But again, I would have loved to see 4 gutter runners on the pitch, but we only see 2. And it just really baffles me here. Why do you play with 3 gutter? Why? Why? I have to say, if this Skaven team wins, I won't be able to look at Blood Bowl the same way. How do you let a Skaven team with 3 gutter runners and no Rat Ogre to speak of win this game? I just don't know. But that's just Blood Bowl. There's the Dwarves gonna get the surround there on the 3 rats in the center of the pitch. Should be able to get a blitz off here, trying to get down this gutter runner. Does have blodge, so needs to get the defender down. Yes, he does. Gonna get the hit in. Armor 7 holding up strong though. Wow, I can't believe that. But will take away the assist there. So now another nice 2-die block on the gutter runner to be had with tackle this time. And will be able to take him down with the defender down. And look at the armor break with more stuns on the armor breaks. Wow. Skaven team living a charmed life, I have to say. It absolutely is the side cage. Mr. Light, what are you doing to my face? And kind of the reason why those gutter runners definitely need to go down, because the gutter runners definitely would have just jumped in there. There is going to be a big injury. Oh, yes, indeed. It's going to come out from the Storm Vermin without the Mighty Blow even. And the first blood being drawn by the rats. I love it. And I think that's why he named himself the Claws and Teeth, because he loves to bash with the Skaven team. The dodge away, the miss. Not going to be get away so easily, but at least we'll have to re-roll there. We'll be able to get away this time on the 2+, and at least get the assist here with the 1 die block from the mighty blow, but no. Not going to get anything more out of this. He's just going to get more 2 die blocks, this time without the usage of the block skill, but no problem. We'll at least get the push, get that guard personnel away. And as long as there's no gutter runners here that can jump into that side cage, then no problem. He will be just fine, but he's going to have to get the 4-point cage up if he wants to at least hold the ball for 1 more turn. Will Mr. Light be able to do it? I think he will be able to, but oh, that both down die won't be able to free up yet another blitzer, so might have to use the blitz here on that Storm Vermin. Yes, he is, so there we go. Needs to get him away, needs to at least put up a 3-point cage here. He can't afford to get surfed out now that the gutter runner's near. So now the danger. Gutter runners are likely going to jump in there. Oh, look at that. He's going to guard against the jump in play from the gutter runner. He doesn't want to get surfed, and so Mr. Light going to put up this type of defense here to guard against that. I like that a lot. And normally, if you had a lot of support, then this would be disastrous. But the way things are, the Line Rats are going to have a difficult time getting over there. And at least maybe we'll get a blitz over the top, but it's not going to be easy. It is not going to be easy whatsoever. Defender down die. Armor 8. Let's see him take him down. And he does, but no armor breaks there. There's going to be the runner, the other one. And he could be susceptible here to more attacks. As you can see there, Skaven really trying to concentrate on some of these armor 8 players, trying to take them down, trying to break their armor and get them forever out of this game and out of their hair. But it looks like, though, he's going to give up this touchdown by the end. And I think that's what the Skaven team has been kind of trying to do all this time, is just break the armor of the Dwarven team and make it to where it will be a little bit easier. When the Dwarves are down in numbers, then it will make the game just a little bit easier to win. But armor 9, not so easy to break after all. Does break it there, but just going to be a stun. Just going to be a stun. Let's see here. Gonna get some dwarves over. At least wants to get down some types of hits. And try to get down some of these rats. Unfortunately, there's no scheduling here. It's just gonna happen when they happen. Storm Vermin with the mighty blow is going to go out, but thankfully we'll have the APO for him, and he's going to be coming back here, guys. But boy, not before the Dwarves slamming home for the touchdown as Mr. Light goes up rather easily. 1-0, but the Skaven team gives up the score to try to take down some of these Dwarves with the lower armor value, but doesn't really get much out of it. Did get a few hits in there, and did get a KO, I believe, but they are coming back here. Holf back for the funsies. I think actually that was the rat, the KO. So the Dwarves not really suffering too much from that first half, even though Skaven was trying like crazy to do so, but won't get that try here. But the Skaven team does have the gutter runners with the movement 9. And so, one move touchdown will likely be tried, if anything. Just needs to get a quick snap here, or maybe a right will help out as well. 2-turn touchdown, a whole lot easier than 1-turner. But with this full complement of the Skaven team, this should be an easy little pitch and catch here for the gutter runner. And already there's the hole opening up here on this side there. I think the only thing that may be in question are these dodges, but not too big of a deal to worry about. And here's the kickoff. And he needs to make sure that it keeps inbounds. A nice little high kick, so maybe a catch here on this, but a 4+ catch, not so easy. Nope, it's not, with the rain and all the slickness. And there's the 2 red die. Yes, he's going to get the 2 red die push right into the slot. Beautifully done by the Storm Vermin. And now it's just going to be easy. Just needs to get some pushes here. Yes, there's the first push. Just needs to get one more here for the 1 turn touchdown. It's coming up, guys. Nice and easy. There is the defender stumbles, and that's all that's going to be necessary, really. But we'll have to do this catch here against a couple of attack zones. And the catch with the rain, not going to be easy. It's going to be a 5+ coming up here against a couple of attack zones with the rain. No, with the 1, going to be missing that 1 turn touchdown try. And earlier using that 2-die block to make it into a push. Not going to be able to reroll it there. And unfortunately, 1-0, where Mr. Light has done enough to prevent the 1 turn touchdown. As you blame it on the rain. Sounds like an 80s song. Now it is the Skaven team's offensive half. Let's see what he has in store for Mr. Light. Finally, all 3 gutter runners going to be on the pitch. But where, oh where is the 4th one? Where? How can you go through the whole tournament with just 3? Even if you win this one? I don't know. I don't understand. Oh, yes. I just don't understand. Brilliant coaching. And that is quite brilliant. And will be able to get the roll there. 0 with the 0. So Rats with the extra reroll does have a nice little time here. He is down 1-0 in the rain. So we'll see how this Dwarves want to play here on this half. If he's able to prevent this touchdown. It's going to be a little bit tough though. Dwarves with their movement allowance very slow on their feet and won't be able to cover the whole pitch nice and exactly like they want to. And of course with the KO, that definitely doesn't help things out. It definitely doesn't help whatsoever. And there's going to be yet another hit. The gutter runner. And he's going to get into the business of breaking armor there for this Skaven team. And the front 3, boy, suffering some hits there. 1 KO, 1 stun, and a down dice. That is quite good here for this Dwarven team. I mean, for the Skaven team there. I guess that's why they're called Claws and Teeth. Not going to let up though, and he will get this foul here. Nice. But no armor breaks. Luckily didn't get the ref there. That would have been tough to do. There's the pickup, gonna fail it there, but no re-rolls there. The ball's kicked so far, and the nice thing about playing against the Dwarven team, you don't necessarily need to re-roll that pickup. So gonna let that one go. And anyways, the Skaven team is lightly gonna try to hold this ball for a little bit. I don't think he's gonna score it quickly. I mean, if you were a quick scoring Skaven team, you would have got 4 gutter runners. There's a lot of North Americans in this tournament. A lot. Let's see how far they go. They are absolutely everywhere. Turn 10. Skaven. Dwarven's team not afraid to base up the Skaven team, and this is the thing here with having loads of line rats. They don't necessarily like to dodge away from the front line because agility 3. But if they can bash back, they can. And there's the 2 assists there for the hits, and we'll get yet another armor break. So wow, Dwarves getting armor broken, and at least no KO or worse this time around. We're gonna have to hold defense with just 10 players against the 11 of the Skaven team. 1 die blocks abound, and there's gonna be the first push away. And can they keep up the pressure? There is going to be yet another try. 1 die block there again with the push. And going to have to stay there now. Can't just continue to stay there. More 1 die blocks coming out. War pushes. Skaven team living so. Boy, they just They're just living. They are just absolutely living. Look at that. One dive blocks are going to be good right across the line and free up just about all of those rats away from danger. And there's finally going to be a dodge coming out from the line rat, but he's not going to be doing anything with that. Yes, indeed. Oh, superhero impression? Oh, yes, I know. They're so good. They are so good, aren't they? Yes, well, you know, it's going to be one of those things where it has to be a little bit more spontaneous, wouldn't you say? Indeed. Indeed. Well, you can do exclamation point Batman. There you go. On the chat. Here's the blitz. Dwarves just needs to play some solid defense. A little bit difficult when a couple of guys are stunned and you're down one, but here we are. How can the Skaven's offense be so serious with just 3 gutter runners? I just don't know, but I guess that's why right now it's just not too threatening. Not too threatening whatsoever. Holding on strong though. I mean, the normal thing is to have the 4 gutter runners. One of them's holding the ball, right? The other 2 are, yeah, floating around the midfield. The other one in the backfield causing havoc. Like, look at me, I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm over here, I'm over there. But just 3 just makes it to where it's like he's handicapping himself. It's like he just needs to handicap himself. That's what the Skaven team is doing. He's like, you know what, guys? I don't want to win this outright. I want to just make sure that I let the world know that I won with 3 gutter runners. That's what it really is. That's what it amounts to. Choboran. He's a trendsetter. There's going to be more agility. 3 dodges away. This time works out there. Storm Vermin going to hold back the tide, but for how long? Nice hit there on those pesky Skaven. Really would like to see some more armor breaks. Finally there is going to be a big one with the APO being used earlier. This is going to be a down gutter runner, and now just 2 more gutter runners. I mean, that's just the thing, right? I mean, that's why you play with 4 gutter runners. If you lose 1, okay, you're down to 3. You lose 2, okay, you're down to 2. But now you're down to 2 already, and you kind of need to have those 2 to turn the ball up the pitch and do something with the ball. Big hit. Absolutely big hit. And definitely the Dwarven team will love that. He is feeling confident now. Going to get his guys right in there and make it to where it's going to be a little bit more difficult for the Skaven team to escape every single turn, basing them up every chance he gets. Going to get the surround here with the long beard on the bottom as well. Get those rats feeling quite uncomfortable. I've been in this position before, and it's quite tough to deal with here as a Skaven coach. Gonna get the move on there. Right side, a little bit open here. And gonna just make the way up the pitch. Gutter runner will get the escort. And looking like he's gonna be good here along this right side. That's the thing here. Dwarven team down 1, down 2. Suddenly the right side's wide open to attack. And gutter runner's gonna be able to just make use of it. I mean, look how strong the gutter runner is. Why don't you have a 4th one? Why? 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 Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop harping on the 4th gutter runner. I don't know. They're so strong. Why? Why? For the love of God. Why? Oh boy. Yeah, the severe lack of wrestle for the line rats. Just they need wrestle for their line rats to survive the onslaught. That's what they need. He's running with he's running with lots of extra line rats. That's what he's doing. Good day, Nick. That's what he's doing. He's like, I'm foregoing the extra gutter, and I'm gonna take two. I'm gonna take 2 line rats. Oh yeah. Cause I'm the rat man. Dodge away, trying to get the blitz off on the ball carrier, and ooh, gonna be getting nowhere and nowhere quickly. Thank you for that follow, Odontocles. Very much appreciated here. Oh, the World Cup action right here. As the gutter runner, even though he's going to be playing down 1 with his hands behind his back, and basically throughout the tournament, because again, even though you're able to put skills on your guys, it's like you can't buy extra guys. You don't get money. So I don't know exactly what Choboran's thinking here. You know, you can't buy the extra player. But at least he's going to still get the touchdown here by the end, it looks like, with the Dwarves falling down. I mean, so many armor breaks on the Dwarves, and being down 1 on the defense, just not so easy here to deal with. And as you can see, I mean, the Skaven, just so dangerous for the Dwarf team to deal with because of the lack of movement allowance. And easily the gutter runner just makes his way around the right side and is gonna score it. I think Armor 7 is scary in just about any format. But the Wood Elves, I mean, they're just scary in itself. I mean, they're able to match up well against just about any team. I mean, certainly they could get diced and they could get injured, but as long as your War Dancers are still around, you still got a chance. Spots are going out. That is going to be a great miss, but I'm sure the rest of the field's like, oh, that sucks. Yes! But there's a KO coming out from the Dwarf team. That is great. Definitely needs to get more armor breaks. He got 1 on a gutter runner, but so far, so bad. And just going to get some more hits here. Gutter likely going to continue to stay inbound, spending more turns here on the pitch. Doesn't want to give the Dwarf team any chance whatsoever to come back. But that will give the Dwarves more chances to hit more gutter runners. As you can see, this gutter runner, he is absolutely in range to get hit by the Troll Slayer. And 2 times, two die block, that is a good time, I'll tell you what. But first, the gutter runners can actually get out of the way, as it is going to be the Skaven turn's time to shine. And there's more armor breaks. I have to say, Skaven team, Claws and Teeth, living up, I think, has been outbashing this Dwarf team. Maybe not outbashing them, but definitely getting a few more armor breaks here and there against the Armor 9. So, Skaven, looking good. It's just, boy, not getting really tremendous injuries. That's the thing here. That is definitely the difference today. No team is immune to the bad dice at the wrong time, Corn Knight. Yep. Turnover. Skaven. And if I was the Dwarf team at this point, Mr. Light, I would be eyeballing that gutter runner pretty hard and getting the blitz on and trying to crush his face. And there you go. He's not going to waste his time. And he will get the defender down, doesn't even need the tackle. And we'll get the hit, and yes, get the armor break. We're just going to get stunned there, no problem though. At least he did get the blitz off. You'll feel satisfied with that. Troll Slayer at least going to just threaten this guy here and likely push him into the touchdown. That will be good enough for this gutter runner score. So we'll likely give this Dwarf team 2 turns to score it, but not going to be easy. Nonetheless, though, for this Dwarf team to score it in 2. With the rain and with the slow feet of the runners, I mean, yeah, they got 6 move allowance, but go potato. That's just a bit too much to ask for the Dwarven team. But of course, the Skaven, not that much of an ask. And we'll be going up here and getting the score 1-1 as the Skaven team easily moves around the right side and gets the TD. Oh yes indeed, this is looking like it's going into overtime, but 2 more turns left to play for this Dwarf team as we are getting set in this kickoff, and it is not over yet. It is going to be the rain and the storm, but the Dwarves does still have a chance, and of course overtime period. Just in case you guys don't know out there watching after the fact here, sudden death, overtime, first person to make the touchdown will win the game. So of course the coin toss does favor the guy who will get it, because they will obviously pick the offensive side of the ball and hopefully drive it down the pitch and win the game. But with 2 more turns left, I don't think the Dwarves are going to do anything crazy. Would have loved a change of weather or something, but instead cheering fans. And there we go. The cheering fans is actually going to help the Dwarf team, give them an extra little reroll there. And now the blocks up front. And there's going to be a nice injury. Sure, it's just a line rat, but as I have said, Dwarves really thrive when they get these injuries and able to just whittle down the agility teams, such as this Skaven right here. Could come in handy with the extra reroll. There's the down dice here. Able to open up things here in the center. Ball kick quite short, so Blitzer might actually just end up running with the ball there. But I think the runner would be more prudent to maybe get that ball up there on the sure hands. Yes, he does get it, and likely going to try to throw it by the end. Yes, that is going to be the case here. So just needs to stop this runner, or maybe even this blitzer, from getting through. And Skaven are likely just going to put a big screen here up against the touchdown try coming up. This is not going to be an easy time. In fact, I think if the Dwarves look at it and say to themselves, well, you know, it's going to be too tough, you know, I'm going to be happy going to overtime period. But as we have seen, the Dwarves, once they got a little bit out positioned there and got a little bit out bashed, Gutter Runner was able to just easily scamper along the right side and go untouched through to the backfield and outrun the entire Dwarven team. And so dangerous play against the Skaven team. Of course, Mr. Light was happy to see these guys, but at the same time, they still can bear some teeth. Dwarves would really love it if they could just be a little bit taller. I definitely agree with that. There's the handoff, gonna fail that on the 50%. Normally a 3+, but ends up being a 4+, and there's gonna be the blitz here through and trying to just dodge away after the fact, after the down die. Yes, he does, and so that is beautiful. Just needs to make the dodge away, and unfortunately gonna just fell short. Wow, nice little combination. The Skaven team just didn't do enough there to prevent this touchdown try near the end, and almost pays for it, but luckily was able to get saved there by Nuffle. Whoa. Here's the coin flip, though, the ever important one. As I've said before, it is sudden death overtime. First touchdown does win it. So here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Yes, it is going to be the Blood Bowl Quebec crew. It is going to be the Dwarves that will receive it, and with that, the slight advantage to win this game. We have seen him grind it out against the Skaven team and should be able to do it once again, or will he? But we'll see now. As you can see, the Skaven team, he did come with a bunch of line rats. I mean, that's the good thing about this team. Loads of line rats to come in, so he still got his full complement. And as you can see, one of the KO personnel does not come back, but the Dwarves did have an extra personnel, so it is going to be 11 on 11 Blood Bowl here, and both teams, yes, extra reroll, and that's going to be quite helpful, especially for these dwarves. Touchback now help out even more, so they don't even need to do the pick-up roll or a catch or whatever, and that is really going to be quite disastrous. Could not have afforded that. Would have loved to seen a sure hands failed pickup and then possibly some Skaven aggression, but at this point, we're going to see the classic dwarf drive here. The ground and pound, I believe. And Skaven, I've seen this so many times before. Once you're just on the back foot, it's tough to get back in, especially against this type of team, and where they could get a lot of armor breaks and they could just make you pay for every little bit. Cage advancing ever so slowly up the pitch. Just so tough. Skaven will hope for more of those AV breaks, yes. Bit of luck and a whole lot of nuffle. Yep, you're right about that. But the armor break, looks like though, will continue to go here for this dwarf team though. Just a stun, but still, that will help out in the grand scheme of things. Open up some holes even further. Get that defender down, die. Beautiful, and finally the armor breaks coming through. Now dwarves have been armor broken just about the entire game. But this time around, it's going to be the dwarves getting those armor breaks. Just a few stuns here, but still, he'll take that one to the bank and definitely ask him to cash it. Skaven here, dropping the screen here. It's going to try to collapse down on this cage. Maybe make the dwarf team have some type of mistakes. But I don't know if you can continue to play that type of same defense. The nice thing about in the first half was, so what if the dwarf scores? But now he's going to have to prove it. He needs to play a very stiff defense if he hopes to hang on for the victory. And it's not going to be easy. Doesn't have that gutter runner. Doesn't have that wrestle or anything to help out. No strip ball, nothing. And not like the strip ball would help out against the runner, but still. One of those things in which, like I said before, I would have went with a Raj gutter runner just for these types of cases, and then a Blodge gutter runner for the ball carrying, a block thrower, and then a tackle storm vermin. Yes, indeed. Rock hard, baby, with the stiff defense. He's going to move along the left side. Skaven team providing an avenue to attack. After the couple of line rats are going to be laying on the floor after their nice little stunts, and the dwarves easily able to take over. The rats kind of moving along the right side there, but these hits here, so big, was able to get through. Dwarves just going to be a few spaces away from Tipperary. Some XCOM, you say? We have the technology. We have the weapons. We just need our rookies to stop dying. I know, I need to copyright that, huh? Nice here. Blitz coming up, trying to just get to that ball carrier. And we'll open things up in the backfield. We'll see how he wants to proceed to at least get the touch on, but not going to be easily done. I don't even think he can, actually. Maybe the line rat comes around the side after the dodge away, but going to continue here. One dive blocks, and turn 19. Going to continue to leave his line rat here in range. Doesn't want to leave these dwarfs too wide open. Dwarfs are going to have to consider a few things. Doesn't want to push the ball up too quickly if he can help it. And of course, side cage this time does not work out with the gutter runners being so near. So cannot do that side cage as he did earlier. So now dwarves going to have to think about this quite carefully. Does he do the blitz and then try to at least maybe put up a cage, but a little bit of trouble here. Rats have probably done enough to at least make Mr. Light, just think about this a little bit. A nice push here. Actually going to be a frenzy push away, so should be able to clear the way. Maybe in the center of the pitch, might be able to rebuild the cage right there. But no, it looks like, yes, it is going to be a side cage coming up here. And he's going to have to pray and hope that the gutter runner won't be able to jump on through, I guess. And at least he will make the gutter runner go through hell and high water to get there for the side cage. But now there is a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Here's the blitz though, and the side cage is going to get attacked here instead. And this is the danger. This is why I hate it so much. Injury to boot. And that will make things way more uncomfortable. Oh boy, luckily it is resurrection, so MNG is not going to stick. But that is going to be one less dwarf on the pitch. This is not going to be so easily done. What is going on here, Mr. Light? Has he been stifled and stifled for good? And quite honestly, the Skaven team can play this type of defense. Why wasn't he doing this in the first round? But there, the injury returned, but I think the damage likely to be done. Getting 2 rats in there is likely going to maybe push this cage up. This is not going to be easy. This is not going to be easy whatsoever. Didn't even get a real chance here to move those gutter runners right now, but still in range, in the safety position. Dwarves, you gotta be concerned at this point if you're the dwarves now, but at least it is their turn, and he did get an injury on the backside, so maybe the backside might be a little bit open, but where is the cage going to come up from? Again, thankfully, no wrestle, gutter runner or anything, no line rat with wrestle, nothing that can really threaten the ball big time, but you have to be scared though. Don't even need wrestle, to be honest, because he doesn't have block, so this is just an empty skilled runner. And if you're doing it with the line rat, who cares if you get them both down died? And heck, even if you do it with the gutter runner, who cares even more so? But there's going to be the cage putting back right, and we'll be able to move back at the center. So the Skaven, unfortunately, going to allow this to get right back up. But it's not over yet. Dwarves didn't push too hard. Luckily, that side cage didn't fall too hard or heavy, but man, that was almost quite bad. Luckily, that line rat was going down to the injury and wasn't able to shore up this backfield so that the Dwarven team won't be able to just move back here to this center position and get the cage right back up. This is it right here. How can the Skaven stop this? Now that the cage right back here. This is the thing about playing the Dwarves. It's so tough. You need to be patient. And it's one of those things where, can you play patient Blood Bowl? Can you just make it to where you just have that know-how to just hang on until the very end, in which the position is just going to be advantageous for you, and then you'll be able to just convert this into the win. Just taking little advantages with little advantages all the way through. Oh, it's going to fail that GFI. Likely going to see the reroll here. And definitely want to do it because he wants to shore up the left side and don't want to give the Dwarves easy access here to yet again put a cage right there. But I do believe after the blitz, an avenue has been opened up, and right there, if the Dwarves didn't see it before with the GF5 failure, there he is likely to see it now. And could blitz here, could blitz there, but instead it will be this one in front. I like that choice instead, and we'll be able to open up an avenue for attack, and we'll be able to perhaps move up the ball and get the ball carrier through and get just slightly, just ever so slightly into range. And that's all you really need. That's all you really need is just the runner right there in position. Mr. Light can smell it. The rats, oh, with those noses, you know they smell it here. They got the nose. They got the smells. They're going to have to do something crazy now if they want to try something on the ball here. And he does have the blodge gutter runner. Runner doesn't have block skill or anything like that to help out. So We are likely going to see the dive in now. Storm Vermin. Oh, going to be the blitz in. And they're not going to be diving in as of yet. I suppose the Skaven team just thinking, okay, well, I'm just going to get this hit off instead and make him earn it. So there you go. Big hit, big injury. And I love that. We'll be able to just break the armor and get the 11 on the injury. So quite beautiful. And how could this be? 3 gutter runner Skaven team. I mean, I just have to think how much more of a different game this would have been if he had 4 gutter runners. I mean, heck, even the extra line rat's not even being used. Not even being used. Now, do you smell victory here? Will Mr. Light just plain go for it? I do believe he may, if he gets the down die there, yes. And then after that, pry away the last gutter runner right here. All he needs is the 3 die block 4 push. No skulls here, baby. Yes, indeed. Get that push away. And then more 3 die blocks into more defender stumbles. It doesn't even matter. It is GG. See you later. Goodbye, Mr. Light, the Quebec crew. We are going to bring this one home. North America, baby. Mr. Light takes the win, 2-1. Ah, yes, indeed. If there was ever a person to get through that Skaven team, it might as well be Mr. Light. 3 gutter runners, and I have to say, I mean, this is one of those things where, why? Just why? But as you can see there, armor breaks just about even. Heck, those armor breaks coming through a little bit more by the end, but still more dwarves going down, more Skaven, and it was just pound for pound, 78 to 60, 3 KOs, 3 injuries. Man, what a difference. What a difference here. Block dice there. So good for the Skaven. Look at that, 22 to 10. About 2.2 to 1 on this dice. I mean, so good. And it's just like, wow. Blood Bowl Quebec crew did see a few more skulls, but just about even. That's just about how you want it. But boy, Skaven team, man, living the dream. Only saw 10 skulls, and that's it. Down die after down die after down die after down die. I mean, you look at through every single page, and it just seems like, boy, did the rats just absolutely wreck the dwarf team? Almost. And that's kind of what kept them in it, even despite having the 3 gutter runners. There you have it, guys. With that, bracket time. Mr. Light moves on. And I can't even say that was with great ease, but boy, oh boy, that was not easy. Definitely needed to earn it. And we'll move on. 13 votes for Mr. Light, and that's just how much everyone believed in it. Everybody probably saw that Skaven team and was like, what? 3 gutter runners? Are you kidding me? But was able to stay in there, blah. And that was really because of all the pals. Again, the Sage versus Vincenze will be the winner of that Mr. Light will play against, and not going to be an easy draw whichever way it goes. Vincenze pretty good here, but Sage also quite good himself. Lots of great big names to overcome in the next bit if it's Mr. Light's team. So not an easy draw whatsoever, not easy bracket set, but one in which he's going to have to unfortunately deal with. Oh boy, unfortunately though, that went into overtime, and so I do believe that does end the cast for me, guys. I am pretty knackered now. Boy, my voice is suffering. There was definitely one more game, but oh man, it's just too much to cover, guys, and so we're gonna have to skip that one for now. Maybe tomorrow, maybe there's gonna be no games, then I'll be able to cover that one. But for now, I'll see you again for more Blood Bowl action in the next bit. Thank you for coming out. Always a pleasure. Thank you for keeping the chat lively, scum. All you guys, Guinness, little bays. I wanna beat Killer Goat. Yes, indeed. Crystal Hunter, always a pleasure. And thank you. And good night. Boy, this has been such a tremendous World Cup effort. And thank you again to Asus Republic of Gamers. And if it wasn't for their sponsorship, this could not have happened. Focus, Cyanide, Games Workshop, a beautiful crew they are. And of course, more Blood Bowl action here to come. This is the VG Pierce. Of course, if you haven't already and you like what you see, definitely hit that follow button. And if you're watching after the fact, subscribe. And hopefully, I'll see you guys next time. Let's host Striker OD. Let's see if that's the right spelling. Yes, indeed. It is.